Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca and today I'm here with another 12 Days of Christmas video. And today I thought it'd be fun just to share a holiday brunch idea with you. I love doing brunch and we usually do this at a restaurant every Christmas with friends and family, but we are not doing that this year. So I just decided to do one at home. So on the menu today I am making crab cakes, and these are like delicious, really meaty crab cakes. They're not like a ton of breading in them. They're actually gluten-free and dairy-free, which actually most crab cakes are dairy-free, but they're gluten-free, lower in calories because you're not putting all the breading and all the other stuff in them, so they're very high in protein. Ooh, with the crab cakes, we're making some hollandaise sauce to go on top. We're making some roasted potatoes, and we're making some Billionaire Bacon, which is like this sweet and smoky and spicy bacon that's really delicious. And then we're going to put fried egg on it, and it's just going to be amazing. So stay tuned and see how I make my holiday brunch, and maybe you can too. So the first thing that we have to do is chop up our veggies. So I'm just going to slice a lemon in half because we're going to use the juice for the crab cakes. Then I'm also going to chop up some green onions and some red pepper. So now we're going to actually put the crab cakes together, and I'm starting with just 8 ounces of lump crab meat, which this is honestly the best. I have used like the special meat and the pieces and the claws, but this makes a really good crab cake. So if you're doing this for the holidays, you can splurge a little bit and get the lump crab meat, but again, you can use the other stuff as well. So we've got just half a pound of that, then 1/3 cup of almond flour, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 2 teaspoons of mustard, and I've got a spicy mustard. You can use Dijon mustard. Regular mustard would be fine too, but you might want to add like a little bit more pepper, maybe add a little horseradish. About a tablespoon of lemon juice, a bit of Worcestershire, about a tablespoon, a few dashes of hot sauce, however much you really want. I'm just using plain Tabasco. It's not really to make it spicy, it's just to add some flavor. A little less than half a teaspoon of salt, a bunch of cracked pepper, and the 2 green onions that we just sliced, and then the red pepper. You want a crab cake that is like not all breading, so the egg and the almond flour will help like bind it, but not have it be like a crab cake that is basically a crab flavored biscuit. I'm going to put some plastic wrap on it, put it in the fridge, and just let it sit. While the crab cakes are in the fridge setting up, I'm going to make our Billionaire Bacon, which I'm just going to be using a pound of the Smithfield bacon. I actually have bacon from Sam's, but I forgot to get it out of the freezer last night, so I had to pick up some at the store today. Got this idea from First Watch. They have Millionaire Bacon, and I just decided to make it my own, you know, call it Billionaire Bacon, because I gotta change the name. And I'm using coconut sugar and cayenne pepper and black pepper, and the coconut sugar actually is really good. It has like a natural smoky flavor, so it pairs perfectly with the bacon. So this is going to be like sweet, smoky, salty, a little spicy, and it's going to be delicious. So I'm just going to sprinkle all of this on one side. There's no need to do both sides. I think it's fine just on one side. Alright, this is going to go into the oven at 425 for about 20 or so minutes, which is actually perfect because I'm getting ready to also make the potatoes. So I'm going to cook the bacon and the potatoes in the oven at the same time. Both of them can basically stay warm while we're cooking the crab cakes. Then we're going to fry up the eggs and put it all together for a wonderful holiday brunch. So I picked these potatoes up at Trader Joe's, and this is going to be the easiest side dish ever because it's already seasoned, already has oil on it. All I have to do is just put it in the pan, spread it out, and bake it. Having it be easy is a trick to actually getting a lot of stuff done. And I'm going to make this whole bag. We're not going to eat all of this today, but this is going to be a perfect meal prep to either have for side items or for an awesome like breakfast hash. Because we're going to be making steak later, and I'm sure I have leftovers for that, for salads or maybe for breakfast. So you can also meal prep while you're making a brunch. Just make as much as you can at once and eat it up throughout the week. All right, this is going to go in the oven with the bacon for about 20 to 25 minutes. And actually, since 2 things are in there, they might take up to 30 minutes, so we'll just check them. So I'm just melting some butter to make an awesome hollandaise sauce. And we don't want it to boil. We do not want it to become like clarified butter. So we're going to turn that off, and then we're going to make hollandaise. Originally, I was thinking about making eggs Benedict because that's a great brunch item, but Taylor really loves crab, so I wanted to incorporate crab somehow. Then I figured, let's just make a crab cake with a fried egg and hollandaise sauce on it. Maybe we'll call it crab Benedict. I don't know. But this recipe has 4 egg yolks, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then a stick of butter. So this is 8 tablespoons of butter, and that is a lot of butter. But that's alright because you don't need a lot. You can add a little bit, or this could be your day that you splurge. Now I did reserve the 4 egg whites, and I'm going to make breakfast with this tomorrow. So I'll make an omelet, or I'll do something with it, put it on my sandwich, but I will not let that go to waste. And the first thing you want to do is just put the eggs and the lemon in the blender. This is how I've always made hollandaise. I find it to be super easy. And then you need just a little bit of salt, just a pinch, so I'm not even going to measure it. And then, especially because I used the unsalted butter, and then just a pinch of cayenne as well, or 2 pinches, a little couple shakes there, and then you're going to blend this up, and then you'll slowly drizzle in the butter, and then that's hollandaise. It's really that easy. And yep, it's that easy. Now it's done. So creamy. It's probably been about 20 minutes or so since the crab cake has been in the fridge. So I'm just going to use an ice cream scoop, and I'm going to scoop out the servings onto some parchment paper onto this cutting board, and then I will form it, and then we will cook it. I've got my little grill pan going. Going to form them into patties. And honestly, at this point, you could put them back in the fridge and let them kind of solidify a little bit more. But I think they'll be fine. And you can see how they're very crabby. These are like, you know, crab cakes, not cakes with crab in them. So you want them to be very meaty, very delicious. I can't wait to eat them. These crab cakes. Oh, I love that sound. And these will probably cook for about 5 minutes on each side. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. And let's start this one. Let's see. Okay, it's coming up. Oh! Do you see that color? Oh my god, okay, yay. I mean, it's normal for them to fall apart a little bit because they do not have a bunch of breading in them. Oh my gosh. Whew, look. That's perfect. Okay, we're going to let them go another probably 4 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat down just slightly. Hey Siri, set timer for 4 minutes. And I think everything's going to actually end up coming out like at the exact same time, which is great. So here's our Billionaire Bacon. It's going to be delicious. And our potatoes are all done. I made just a little bowl of fruit, just pineapple and blueberry, so it's something fresh to go with brunch. And then the crab cakes are about done. I'm just going to cook up some eggs, put it all together, top it with that beautiful hollandaise sauce. And that's our brunch. So Taylor has her hollandaise on the side because she's never tried it before. I put egg on the crab cake and the potatoes are crisp and hollandaise all over that. I just have the egg and the crab cake. The egg is much bigger than the crab cake, so I put it on the bottom. Little hollandaise sauce, our potatoes, and the bacon. And then our fruit is right in the middle for us all to share. So we're all done, and I'm just packaging up all the leftovers. So I took the other half of pepper and just sliced it, so we'll have that with like ranch or something. I forgot to show you that I did squeeze a lemon wedge on my crab cake, and so we have a couple of those left over. Here are all the potatoes, which are going to be great for a breakfast hash. I'll just make that with some protein and then top a fried egg on. And then there's a few slices of the bacon here, all caramelized. And then we have 2 crab cakes left, which I actually have a leftover bun from Burgers a couple of nights ago. So Taylor will have a crab cake sandwich for lunch tomorrow, which will be great. And then I have some leftover Hollandaise, which we'll use up for that. Or I might even honestly freeze this and have this for New Year's, where I'm going to make some filet Oscars. And then I also have those egg whites, which I'm going to use for breakfast this week. Either like an egg white scramble or just like cook it up and then put it on a sandwich. Just from extra protein. But there's our leftovers. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and letting me share with you what me and my family do for a holiday brunch. And I really hope you enjoyed it. You've got to try the recipe for the crab cakes. I'll leave that in the description, all the exact measurements, and I'll also link some of the other recipes that I use for the Hollandaise sauce and the Billionaire Bacon that I created. So I hope you have an awesome holiday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you go do something good for yourself, because you are #1. And I will see you very soon for another video. Have a great day. Bye.